You might as well play this, you've got nothing to lose. Okay, you've chosen to phone a friend. Now let's call them up, but just remember you don't have to take their advice.
Debbie here, hello.
Hello Debbie, this is Chris Tarrant from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Hello, Chris.
Right, we're into some really serious money now. Your friend is completely stuck. Hopefully you can get them through it. It's worth, no pressure, £64,000.
All right, I'll do my best.
Get prepared for this then, Debbie. Here's the question. We just want the one correct answer.
I've seen the mummy on video, and I'm sure it was that pretty British girl, Rachel Weisz, in it. Hope this helps win the million.
Debbie, that's great. Thanks for that. Well, it's decision time for you now. Do you go along with Debbie's choice of A, or maybe you have an alternative answer? Final answer? You were guaranteed a cheque for £32,000. I can now give you a cheque for £64,000. Oh, take a look at that. It's nice, isn't it? A cheque ready for you for £64,000. But we don't want to give you that. We could well give you a cheque. The next cheque is worth £125,000. Now you are at this moment just 4 questions away from £1 million. Have a look at the next question. You don't have to play it, but it's worth £125,000 if you can give me the right answer. In which part of the United Kingdom is the town of Ullapool? England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. So you think the right answer is C. Are you sure? Oh, you were doing so well. But now you've done even better. You've just won £125,000. Now, I can write you out a cheque at this moment for £125,000. Feast your eyes on that. But we don't want to give you that. We'd like to give you the next one for £250,000. Take your time. This next question is worth £250,000. Here it comes. Who co-starred with Judy Garland in the 1948 film Easter Parade? Frank Sinatra, James Mason, Fred Astaire, Mickey Rooney. Take your time, think carefully about this one. A wrong answer would cost you £93,000. So you think the right answer is C. Are you sure? You had £125,000 in your hand. You didn't have to play that last question. You could have walked away. You did play it. You've no longer got £125,000. You've now got £250,000. So there's a cheque there for £250,000. But we don't want to give you that. We'd like to give you the next cheque for £500,000. You are at this moment 2 questions away from £1 million. Have a look at it. Take your time. This is question number 14 of 15. In which field is Mark Rothko a famous name? Music, dance, poetry, art. You're going for D. You had £250,000. You didn't have to play this question. You decided you would. If you're wrong, you lose £218,000 of that money. You're not wrong. You've just won £500,000. Amazing. 500,000 quid. Right, you now have a cheque for £500,000. But we don't want to give you that. We really do want to give you a cheque, and we could in just a minute for £1 million. You've answered 14 questions out of 14 correctly. It's time now for the 15th and final one. You don't have to play it, but this is worth £1 million if you can give me the right answer. Here it comes. On what date is Anzac Day? January the 25th, February the 25th, March the 25th, April the 25th. You're going for D. You just risked £468,000 by going for that answer. It was a risk, and you knew it was a risk. But it was a risk worth taking. You have just won £1 million. You've done it. Fantastic. Congratulations. You are a millionaire on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Thanks. Welcome back for another game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?